On the highest, windswept peak of the Whispering Mountains lived a lone wolf named Kaizer. He was proud, strong, and preferred his own company. His howl was not a call for a pack, but a declaration of his independence. One bitterly cold evening, a fierce blizzard descended. Kaizer was hunting when he heard a faint, desperate chirping. Buried in the snow under a pine tree was a tiny, trembling winter finch, its wing bent at an awkward angle. It was a fragile thing, all fluff and fear, a mere snack for a wolf like him. The finch looked up, expecting the end, but Kaizer saw something else in its beady black eyes, a fierce will to live. With a sigh that misted in the frozen air, he gently picked up the bird in his massive jaws, careful not to harm it, and carried it back to his den. He didn't know why he did it. In the safety of the cave, the finch, who introduced herself as Pip, shivered uncontrollably. Kaizer, awkwardly using his paws and nose, managed to straighten her wing and make a small nest of dry moss for her. He shared a piece of his meat, which Pip pecked at gratefully. "You should have eaten me," she chirped weakly, "and have her chattering ghost haunting my den?" "No, thank you," Kaizer grumbled, but there was no heat in his words. Days turned into weeks. Pip's wing healed, but she stayed. She would ride on Kaizer's head as he patrolled, her sharp eyes spotting movement from great distances. "Rabbit, to the left," she'd chirp, and Kaizer would have an easy meal. Their first true test came when hunters arrived, setting cruel, steel-jawed traps in the forest. Kaizer, relying on his strength, almost stepped into one. But Pip, flying ahead, saw the glint of metal half-hidden under leaves. She dive-bombed his head, chirping a frantic warning. He froze, his paw an inch from the trigger. He had never needed a lookout before. Their greatest challenge was the canyon crossing. A forest fire was spreading, and they needed to reach the river on the other side. The only way was a narrow, crumbling ledge of rock, high above a raging gorge. The wind howled, threatening to pluck them off. Kaizer began to cross, his claws digging into the stone. But Pip was too light. The wind tossed her like a leaf. She couldn't make it alone. "Climb onto my back," Kaizer commanded, "and hold on tight." Pip nestled deep into the thick fur between his shoulders. Kaizer moved slowly, deliberately, his large body acting as a shield against the gale. He was no longer just a lone wolf. He was a fortress for a friend. Step by careful step, they crossed the treacherous ledge together. On the other side, safe by the river, they looked back at the smoky mountain that had been their home. Pip hopped onto Kaizer's nose. "You know," she chirped, "for a grumpy old wolf, you're not so bad. And for a noisy little feather," Kaizer rumbled, a rare warmth in his golden eyes, "you are tolerable."